What's going on? All thanks for tuning in once again. Tyson Fury retires again. I don't think that it's true. I don't think that he's going to go ahead with it. I mean, how many times has he announced his retirement? I think this is just him being upset. He thinks that he won the fight. He clearly didn't. He clearly didn't win the fight. And this wasn't a Bivol versus Batubia fight where the public was split. Majority of the public will say that Usyk won that fight. I thought that Fury done better in the first fight. Going into round 6, I thought, what is this guy gonna do? What is this guy gonna do when Usyk decides to change to the 6th gear? What is he gonna do? And he just wasn't ready for Usyk. He had a strategy to put on more weight, be more aggressive. But the problem was, in the first fight, he never figured out how to come forward against Usyk. He was the one that was on the canvas, that got knocked down. So I don't think that he is going to retire. He did say after the Usyk fight that he's going to fight Joshua twice, then he's going to fight Ngannou. I don't see him leaving the sport. I just think that he's a bit upset that Usyk got Fighter of the Year. He thinks that she should have won the fight. He knows that he can't really have a trilogy with Usyk. Usyk's got nothing left to prove. First fight, I thought Fury done better. I was saying, in the second fight, he just needs to come at the same weight. Same game plan, but this time, try to hurt Usyk a bit more. Try to hold him, catch him. And I mean, he did hold him in the second fight. He did manage to tie him up a couple of times. Round 10. When he decided to hit the Ukrainian in the back of the head, when he started to get desperate. I'm pretty sure that he knew that he needs to knock him down. I think that he may have thought he was going to get the decision, but I mean, even his friend Turkey said, hey, Usyk won. Majority of the public. When I saw the second fight, I thought that Usyk was in big trouble after round 6. It was a pretty even fight up to then, and I thought, what is he going to do? It's going to be really hard to beat Usyk from here. Because Fury was on the back foot. Fury was getting hit a lot. He didn't show any signs of changing tactics in terms of coming forward, holding Usyk, turning into a smothering game where he's right on Usyk's face, able to grab him. No, this was a fight where both guys were landing same amount of punches, Usyk a bit more aggressive. That's what I saw. Usyk had better moments in the fight. There were times where Usyk would hit him and there were just better moments, more cleaner shots, more effective punches. Tyson didn't have any of those moments, in my opinion. There wasn't a moment where you thought, wow, what a shot from Fury. Usyk's in trouble. There wasn't any of those moments. There was moments where Usyk landed on Fury and you thought that was a great shot. And this fight, was just basically a boxing match. Fury did try to hit him at the back of the head in the later rounds, but this isn't Deontay Wilder where in the later rounds he's worn out, he's tired, exhausted. This is a guy that's got 6 gears. Challenging the 5 gear against a 6 gear. You know what I mean? He's got that extra push, that second wind you could call, where he manages to you know, have that superior stamina, you know. And I mean, surely Fury would have known, you know. I mean, the first fight was so close. You know, I thought the first fight was really close. But because Usyk got the knockdown, he won. You know, I mentioned in the breakdown in the first fight that the guy that gets the knockdown's going to win. I mentioned in the breakdown in the second fight that both guys aren't going to get knocked down. Fury needs something big. You know, he needs to be able to keep up with Usyk in the second half of the fight, and he couldn't again. You know, Usyk was just more sharper, had more in the tank. The extra weight didn't help Fury at all. You know, I was saying he should come in at the same weight, didn't help him. And in my opinion, you know, the second fight was more clearer than the first fight in terms of who won, because Usyk's the champion. You want to beat him, you got to knock him down. You know, you got to show us something different. Show us, have a moment in the fight where we think, wow, you know, Usyk's almost out. He's on his last legs. You know, we never had any of that. So, I mean, I don't think that Fury's going to retire. I think that Fury will return for a Joshua fight. I think the money's going to be too big. The retirement speech may just be a way of getting more money. As Usyk says, you know, my friend Greedy Belly, you know, Fury's a guy that likes to break records in terms of revenue and packed out stadiums and things like that. You know, although this is going to be a fight not for the title, these guys will probably get career high paydays. You know, Joshua versus Fury. I would actually be surprised, you know, if it didn't break records, because this is a big fight for Britain. Clearly Dubois is the front runner in Britain at the moment. You know, he is the guy that could say, hey, I'm the best. You know, that's what this fight was meant to be. You know, who's the number one British fighter.